Hi, my name is Adrian. I'm 30 years old and I'm from Norway. And 1 month ago, I went to Turkey, Istanbul to get a hair transplant. And I did that at the Cosmedica Clinic. Alright, so the purpose of this channel is to document month to month the progress of my hairline. It's gonna take a while for the final results to show up. And right now we're like in the shedding phase, so it's very thin. But in a few months it's then going to start growing properly, and then it's just going to get thicker and thicker, and the results are going to get, I'm going to get very happy with the results, I think. I have a really good feeling. Okay, so I want to explain why I ended up getting a hair transplant to begin with. So when I entered puberty, my hairline started to kind of go further and further back. And I was like almost afraid that I was going bald this early, like at 13, 14. And by the time I was 17, 18, it was like all the way back there, like a widow's peak, but like the Mount Everest version. And that did make me a bit insecure, like it didn't look too good. But after a few years, I got like used to it and it didn't bother me that much, but it wasn't ideal. And I wanted to like get a better hairline so that I could have more hairstyles that would work on me, and that I would be able to frame my face better and just feel better about myself, like more confident. And so earlier this year, at the beginning of summer, I had a femto LASIK surgery in my eyes. So I used to wear contact lenses all the time, and then I had like an eye surgery, and now my vision is perfect without any glasses or contact lenses. And after that one, I was like, why not just finish the year with another one? And that's when the idea came to me. So I looked up like different places, because there's a bunch of clinics, right, all over the world. But in Turkey, Istanbul, you have like a lot more to choose from, and the quality is really high there. So if I were to like get something in Norway, the quality would be worse and the price would be like 2 times, maybe 3 times as much as Istanbul. So it was like really obvious that I was going to go down there somewhere, but I had no idea like which clinic to choose from. So I did like quite a bit of research, and the one I landed on, and that I'm very happy that I chose, was the Cosmedica Clinic. They're a reputable clinic. They're really big. The price is really affordable, but it's not so cheap that it's like suspicious, because you don't want to go for the cheapest possible solution, because that might not be a good choice at all. Yeah, like they're really good. They have a lot of good reviews, and their clinic looks like something out of a sci-fi movie, and so that's a bonus for sure. So yeah, I ended up like choosing them. I got in touch with them, and I do not regret that decision at all. I'm really happy with everything that followed. All right, so here's the short story of like my experience with the clinic and the surgery. I had booked the surgery on the 4th of November, and so me and my companion went down on the 3rd. We got picked up at the airport by Cosmedica. The car was really, really fancy and cool, so we already felt like royalty, so to speak. First night at the clinic was really simple, just filling out some forms, having like a relaxing first day or night. And then the next morning we went to like another building where a lot of people were sitting around with like their hairlines drawn on. It's an interesting environment to be in for sure. And yeah, I got like sent to like different departments to like get everything ready for the surgery. And I remember like one of their departments, they gave me the option of like getting milder anesthesia, and I was like, nah, I don't need that, because it costs a little bit extra, but I was like, nah, I'm good. I have a higher pain tolerance than most. I think I'm the opposite actually, but I can tolerate it. Like I feel more. And so eventually it was my time to get like the hairline drawn, and yeah, Dr. Akar, I think that's his name, perfected it, and I was very happy with what I was seeing. And he said that I could like, I had really long hair, right? So he said that I could keep it, but I insisted on like kind of shaving it all off because I wanted just like a fresh start and to experience what I look like bald for the first time in my life, because I've never like skinned myself. I've only had short-ish hair, but mostly like way longer than like what most men have. So yeah, with the hairline drawn on, I get my head shaved, and then eventually it's surgery time. And the two surgeons I had were really, really nice. It was a fairly young man and a girl, and yeah, no, I'm really, really happy that I got them. I've absolutely no complaints about anyone in the whole like Cosmedica journey, but these people were just fantastic, and I'm really, really happy that they took such good care of me. Okay, surgery. Where do I begin? So I thought the anesthesia, like I've done anesthesia before, like in like dentistry, you get like a needle here or something, and then all the pain goes away, and it's just one needle. So I was like, okay, what? How many could it be? It's like 4, maybe 5. I think it was like closer to 50. So that was like in a lot of pain. Like that was way more painful than I expected it to be. But I mean, that's the price you pay for beauty. And my surgeon was like saying sorry every time, and I was just like in a lot of pain. But eventually, you know, it was all over, and then there was no more like pain for the rest of the surgery. And the surgery takes a while, like it's I think 6 to 8 hours. I was probably closer to 8. And yeah, no, for the most part I was just relaxing, just chilling there as they kind of removed hair from the backside of my head and inserted them in the front. Any noticeable experiences? I did bleed quite a lot from the back of my head. I suspect maybe because I had been like really, really stressed the month leading up to it. So there's a reason why you're like advised to like not drink coffee or get like caffeine before the surgery, because I can like make the bleeding worse. Yeah, eventually the surgery was over, and I got to say goodbye to everyone, and went back to my room where I was meeting an old friend that lives in the city, an architect from Libya. So that was really nice. I've been to Istanbul before, and it's always a good time. There's so many cats. I think that's the only thing like I really feel bad about with this whole experience, that I didn't get to like spend more time in Istanbul to like see the cats. It's very like you go in there, you get the surgery done, and you leave. So yeah, it's definitely a city worth exploring if you haven't ever done that before. Okay, so finally, the whole healing process. The first week or so is really weird. Like it looks, there's like, it doesn't look good. It doesn't really look good, and it's very red. And you have to be careful not to like damage the hairs. So you can't like scratch it. You can't have a hat on. You can't shower with like the full force. But you get all the instructions you need to like take care of it. One of the most difficult things is probably like sleeping, because you can't sleep normally. You have to like sleep at an angle with your head kind of up. And my solution to that was to use my gaming chair to kind of make that into a bed, and then because I was scared that if I slept, I would like maybe scratch in my dreams. So I bound myself for the first few days just to like make sure that I wouldn't just accidentally ruin the whole thing. But yeah, like eventually it became just very natural to like see the hairline grow and grow, and after like a few weeks, there's nothing that can happen that will like ruin the results. So now it's been 1 month, and it's starting to shed. So like earlier you could see more of the hairs, but the hair, they die when they're like, the new hairs are like already dead. So they're just gonna fall out, and then the process of kind of rebuilding the hairs, for lack of a better term, is ongoing right now, and it takes 2 to 3 months, I think. something like that. And then new hairs will start to grow from the hair follicles or hair sacs that were transported. So that's what we're gonna look at as the weeks go by, or months. Yeah, I do want to show you, like, because like in the natural light you don't see it that much, but I can show you in like the more intense light that it's quite obvious, like the hairline. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I'm really happy with the results, and I cannot recommend Cosmedica enough. It was a really good experience, and yeah, there's a reason why I'm talking about them with such good regards. All right, so see you in the next one.